The typical trust deed investor themselves, what
Yes.
what would be the makeup of that person as far as their stage in life
Sure.
and that type of thing?
Most of those people are probably more in a situation where maybe they've made their money
Right.
and they're a lot more risk adverse now.
Okay.
So they're not necessarily looking to, say, make $1 million or another $1 million. They're more interested in not losing that money and getting a very good return on that money. So it's a lot more passive group, a group that is once again more concerned about being a little more, taking a few less risk with their money, if you will.
Yeah, so the majority of people have made it and want to keep it.
Yes.
And not necessarily trying to hit a home run, but a series of singles and keep their money working at a reasonable
exactly.
rate. Okay.
Exactly.
Now, do we end up with some of their retirement funds in different, under different hats like
Yeah,
IRAs
actually,
and
with
401ks?
the popularity recently of the self-directed IRAs, I mean, that's become really a huge funding source for us because people can use their IRAs, 401ks, and that type of thing as long as it's self-directed, and they can put those in trust deeds. And the nice part about that is they can earn all that income interest-free until they pull it out.
Right.
Depending if it's a Roth IRA, obviously they
Yeah,
can
it's
earn it interest-free then, going forward too. But so we do a lot of deals with self-directed IRAs.
We also have made contacts with people that are estate planners and people that take care of other people's money.
Yes.
And so that's been an education process for them to be able to say to somebody, okay, you have money in bonds, but here's another tool that you haven't maybe done before, but they've gradually become acclimated in saying this is also a very good option.
Yeah, and I think that is true, and the most rewarding thing about that, not only with the financial planners, but with our client themselves, usually somebody that isn't familiar with trust deeds, they're not going to start out with just using $1 million. They're not going to say, okay, I have $1 million to invest, let's put it all in trust deeds. Usually somebody like that will put $200,000 into trust deeds, and the really rewarding part is whether it's a year later, 18 months, 9 months, whatever it takes them to get comfortable. It's amazing how many of our clients and even financial planners' clients or just the group in general, they want to get more involved in our product because they're seeing a very secure investment that's paying them a pretty good interest rate depending on the market climate.
I've always liked the way you've worked with people that maybe will come there and say, well, here's $1 million, take it. And you really don't even want that. You want there to be a warm-up period for them to understand the process and understand that it's better to ramp up into that than put it all in one place. And that would be, sometimes we get approached with somebody that's, let's say, maybe they're a widow and they've gotten all this money or something like that. That's just, one of those cases where you just go, wow, let's just take this a piece at a time.
You got to ease into that and make sure it's a right investment for them, because anything with monthly payments, even though our track record is near spotless, it's still a situation where there's monthly payments coming in. And if somebody's relying on those monthly payments, I mean, you can't have all of their money in something where they're relying on that money to come in, because that creates a very stressful situation. So you just have to look at the individual and make sure that it's right for them and what amount would be right for them.
Yeah, the word that's the buzzword is suitable, and that's it's
exactly. Yes,
it's a perfect word. And as our industry got a little bit more regulated in the last couple of years, we've had to make sure that the people that have this investment, that it is suitable, that they understand the risk, and they are able to handle if something didn't work out.
Exactly. You always have to be able to handle the worst case scenario. Really, whether you're a borrower of the money or a lender, and I think that's one reason why we're very successful with the lender's money, is because we make sure that the borrowers can handle the worst case scenario.
Exactly.
We're not going to put them in a situation where they're trying to do a project that maybe they can't handle. And that just makes it safer for everybody on both sides.